All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Sorry, my microphone was muted. Big leader yesterday was Peloton. Net was trying to move. Looks like it's getting up more today. We had UAL down the past little bit. Let's see what Apple's doing. Ooh, Apple's up huge. At least comparatively. Not like percentage wise, but walking up there. Tesla pretty neutral. Nikola pretty neutral. What else? We got Team. Looks like a little bit of a gap up today. They had a pretty good day yesterday. See how Lazine decides to do today, but so far, a little bit of a gap up. Nasdaq today gapping up into all-time highs. And why did my web browser decide to show me a interesting slither modification thing? All right. We are open. IBR down today. Everything else up. Genus Piton Soxal up here today. Let's see what's going to start actually moving. What's Soxal doing up here? Soxal not doing too bad. How's Genus doing? I think Genus is trying to flatten out here a little bit. We did undercut those lows there from the other day. Yeah. Spotify. Morning, Ellie. All right, Spotify looks like it's continuing its move here. A little bit. Yesterday came back pretty nicely after kind of a choppy start. Crocs lately has been pretty bullish. Morning, Don. All right, Win. You gonna start coming back, Win? Looks like Win on the 50-day moving average. Maybe a little bit of support. What's up, Mahale? Go check out global watch list. SNCR had a big day yesterday. If there's any news on that, doesn't look like it. Just a nice move out of a base, 200-day moving average. Let's see, can see here the. All right, so there's the 200 daily moving average. Actually, the 40 week, which is the same thing, kind of. So we stalled here in the past. We'll see what happens. STNE. I believe these guys make stone countertops. I could be completely wrong about that, but that's what pops into my head. Here, actually able to break out of a nice small pattern here. No pun intended. And so far, why do you keep doing that? So far, holding up pretty good. TNA, which is a 3 times the Russell ETF. It's like having a decent day in the middle of a bunch of chop. Pays still unable to get over the hump from the other day's breakout attempt. Never actually broke out. You see it attempted though, right over these highs. Gave it a shot. CFG. Apple was on a pretty big little gappy gap this morning. You see right there, quite a big gap. So far stalling a little bit. AMN, yeah, a little bit of not much going on today. Hertz down another 11, 10, 11%. Keep shorting this thing. GNC, who you down here? Beyond Meat. Yeah, a little bit. It's stalling here at the open. We're not getting any follow through though. Yeah, I was gonna wait till I saw a few more people in here. It's a little bit concerning. I mean, there's a lot of naysayers about the market out there, and generally I like to make fun of them. Um, but I'm not naysaying the market. I'm pointing out something I've noticed in the charts. That is a little bit scary. Can't say IVR. Can't say it's a market killer. I mean, everything looks pretty good right now. You just saw Apple at all-time highs, kind of poking at it every day. Amazon is still right up here in highs. There's still a lot of money needs to be put to work, and the stock market is really one of the only places you can do it unless you're just going to buy up real estate. There's already, I'm not sure about the US, but in Arizona, there's a housing shortage. You can't even, it's hard to even buy a house. It's a little bit better now because of COVID, but other than that, it's really difficult to find any assets because I mean investment banks have pretty much figured out every niche in this economy. So I just think it's difficult to. So the stock market is like the only place that you can put money to work. From that perspective, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Oh well, it's just the houses on the market are the lowest it's been in a very long time. It's just really hard to find a house to buy. It's a seller's market. It's just a seller's market. There's just not too many people are able to find a house to buy. Period. Yeah. All right, Amazon looks like it's turning itself around here. Well, it's funny because we had a big boom during the actual housing boom, 2003, 4, 5, maybe even into 6. Not so much 5 and 6 though. It, from California because everything was in a housing boom. So California houses were normal houses like the one I'm sitting in Arizona were going for $700,000, and you had the same house in Arizona for or $250,000. And so they were just leaving California, going to Arizona, and then having a 500,000 cash or whatever the mortgage was. They probably didn't own their home, but you know what I mean. They moved into Arizona. It actually did happen quite a bit. It's not, and it wasn't that many people, but Arizona economy is different than it was back then. We were half housing. Now we're less than a quarter housing. We have a lot more technology jobs here, so could be moving a little bit, you know, better for long-term people here in Arizona. All right, Pays and Peloton fighting for the top spot here today. So Peloton gave up a little bit yesterday. We had a really good morning, and then slowly meandered lower. Nothing too major. Even in the morning, you can see the volume. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit. See, there we go. See a little bit of difference in volume finally. Ah, you're gonna show me both of those two big candles, aren't you? There we go. All right, so you have better volume here in the morning. Kind of good volume kind of there went to the buyers. And at the end of the day, you can see we kind of went flatter on higher volume. So not looking too bad. Pay spot RH. Try to get back up RH. Looks like it. Soxel NIO, MongoDB. Net lagging a little bit. Match AMD. AMD. Get your ass moving. The hell? Just nothing. Very boring, and boring is generally good, so I don't want to give it up, but we're very minimal volatility here. Look at that, the past one, including today, 1, 2, 3, 4, really 6 days. You can even call it 8 days. We actually had something similar here. Then we just kind of popped up, faked a breakout, and then ended up consolidating a little bit more, a little bit higher. Not sure if that's our future, but it does appear that that's the normal right now. Yeah, Pays was up there towards the top. Looks like Pays, Spotify. Crocs is having a good day too. Crocs have been pretty good lately. We haven't really paid them a lot of attention. Crocs is now leading. They're all within a couple tenths of a percent of each other, so they're jumping around. Yeah, I'm not sure fundamentally if Crocs is any better off, but technically it's not bad. Being held up by the 20-day moving average, seemed to have been supported by the 50, kind of launching off. I've seen this pattern lately, and I'm not sure if. All right, well, let me talk. I wasn't trying to scare you, Ellie. It's just something I was noticing. All right, let's talk about what I was going to talk about. All right, so okay. So I've been doing my courses series on moving averages. I was working on. I was looking at indexes and moving averages, and what I was noticing is the 200 daily moving average here. We generally don't get too far away from the 200 daily moving average. This goes all the way back to 2000. This is the biggest move away from the 200 daily moving average right there. That's about, if you go to the tippy top, about 60%. But other than that, if you take a walk up and just pick the really big spots, it doesn't have to be an extraordinarily scientific survey. About 19 point, was that even right on the 200-day line? $19.15. You probably could make an indicator for this actually. I don't have the expertise to do it quickly. 13%, you could say percentage off the 200 daily moving average. It should be a pretty simple script actually. 10% there. And 15% there. 16%. Almost 18%, 18.8%. So getting up there towards 19%. 18 point something percent. 13% less, that's less. 13%. 13% is about average, I'd say probably. 9%. Fair market in 2018 was 20%, and us today $18.76%. So we're pretty extended in terms of how far we are from the 200 daily moving average. 19% seems to be about the ceiling. We've seen 19% a few times, but that seems to be about the ceiling for the Qs, other than obviously the 2000 bull market. It does. I don't know if it feels a little like the 2000 bull market. It's not exactly like that at all, but it is from the perspective that I don't know how much money they printed in 2000. Actually, we can probably Google that. How much money did the Fed print in 2000? That's not what we want. Well, I'm simply noticing that in the chart there's a 200 daily moving average that it doesn't like to get about 20% away from. Generally, it likes to it likes to stay maximum about 20%. Generally, I would say on average it's about 10% away from the 200 daily moving average. That actually would be a pretty nice little pine script to write. I don't even think it'd be that difficult. If anyone knows pine script and wants to whip that up, it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes, I would think. You just take the 200 daily moving average and find the percentage the current high is above it, and then you plot it. It should be like 5 lines. I don't think that'd be difficult at all. Um, Fed balance sheet, maybe we can try to find that. Yeah, actual images. PineScript is a retarded brother of JavaScript. I would say that JS is not sharpest out there as well. And I like JavaScript. I disagree. But yeah, no, PineScript is retarded. It's pretty powerful for what it does within TradingView, but I don't really find it that common sense personally. Balance sheet versus gold price. That goes nope only to 2004. Okay. No, Mihail, that's apparently if you read Ray Dalio's book, if you go to principles.com, it's actually I really recommend everyone here reading it. I mean, it's free and it does give you a lot of good perspective from a guy that doesn't know how to make a responsible website. We'll get back to that when it loads in a little bit. I'm trying to find the balance sheet from 2000. Nope, 2008. Why does no one want to go back in history? Internal server area. All right, the one thing I like about Google is that they will autocorrect my garbage for me. Here we go. Changing world order. That's what it is. So you can read now right there. Now, QE is something that apparently they've done throughout history. So you can, read chapter 1 if you want to. Chapter 2 is pretty good, but it's kind of a dry read if you're not used to money, credit, and debt and the talk around that. I'm familiar with it. It kind of throws me for a little bit of a loop. But, I mean, it is a really good read. In a nutshell, quantitative easing is not new by any stretch of the imagination. They've done it throughout the past several hundred years in the past different. But it's a big read. It's a good read though. It's a good read though. It's information is what it is. Information is always a good thing. 2004. Why is no one giving me stuff from 2000? Seriously. Even people have. No wonder we can't get past like the next quarter of earnings. Here we go. No, doesn't look like we did much. We just lowered interest rates probably, which is why we had a 2 year long bear market, which seems a lot healthier than impending doom that we have today going forward. It's kind of what it feels like. But they did start. Looks like you're a little bit accurate. They did start the quantitative easing in 2008, and it looks like the problem is they can't stop. It's like they drilled a hole in the side of the boat and just won't stop now. That's interesting. Mortgage backs. So they started buying mortgage backed securities. Huh. That seems like a lot of mortgage backed securities. They actually make money on that? Bunch of vultures. Anyway, doesn't look like they did print a bunch of money in during that time frame. All right, Gina's taking our top spot today. Spot Peloton back up here fighting for a top spot. No pun intended. Peloton back into recent highs. Restoration Hardware jumping up here. MongoDB, how'd you end up yesterday? It looks like you're trying to curl back up out of your thingy there. Soxel 2%, Tesla back positive. Of course, AMD is not positive. Still has some room to chop lower and do a bunch of fuddery for a bunch of people. I should change it. I'm going to change the title of my live stream. Let's see if the YouTube's algorithm does anything different. What should we change it to that's very clickbaity? Let's do clickbaity and watch people pile in and realize that it's not. All right, what should we do? Let's do description. Making millions. Yeah. I thought Ellie would have something. So Peloton is beaten over Spot for the moment. We'll see if it decides to catch up. Pace stagnating a little bit right there. Peloton doing really good. What was the one we noticed yesterday that was doing good? It was Atlassian. Atlassian definitely had a great start to the morning. Ended off the day really well too. Expanding out a moving average of support of the 50. Yeah, yesterday I did want to buy a team. I did not buy it, and by the time I saw it later, it was too elevated to get involved. Not very clickbaity, but we'll see how it does. All right, Peloton 5%. Looks like it's expanding out. Where's net? Probably in the negative. I haven't been seeing it lately. Yep, net's down here in the negative. Nothing too bad. IVR, UAL. Oh, Peloton's jumped up another 1%. All right, Peloton on its way with its move. Stalling out there a little bit. Nasdaq 0.52, not moving up too much. Look at the Bollinger Bands here. They actually they widened here on the bobble and then tightened right back up to the exact same clip. We did print a new high here today. There's Facebook. Is Facebook trying to go for it? It looks like it is. Facebook breaking a high. Volume today is a little bit low. Is doing okay. Apple. So check out Apple. That was also increasing. Looks like it's stalled out up here with its gap. Amazon gapped up, but stalled out as well. Not falling though, so that's pretty good. Check out Microsoft, continue with the big ones. New high for Microsoft. New high for Microsoft today, just keeps on poking its head out just a little bit. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Another new overnight high here. What else we got? Netflix. New all-time high. But we're barely sitting up here. A lot of these are just barely sitting up here. That's interesting. All right, Genus 8%. How about buddy Nicola? Nicola actually holding on pretty nice. They're starting to curl up just a little bit. You can see that low there at 62, low at 64, low at 68. So that's a little bit intriguing. NIO gave up quite a bit yesterday. Had a nice gap up and then pulled in significantly. Tesla match. Spot jumping back on top after Peloton said, I'm sorry, I got a little bit too extended. And it looked like they get a little bit too extended. Peloton pays. No. Nothing doing yet. Cruise Line jumping up here. This one's been beaten down. D-Dog, you just continue. D-Dog Analytics, Trade Desk, same thing. TTD, they're both just very extended at this stage of the game. Probably could likely find a measured move on this one. So it looks like 500 is a likely target. Not saying it's the target, but it's definitely a likely target for the trade desk. All these data companies, not all of them, but a lot of them have very similar charts. Datadog right there. So Tesla actually finally announced the battery day. They're going to have a battery day, but they're moving it out to September. So a little bit annoying on that front. Um, who the hell is this weirdo? Don't need to focus on an idiot like that. Has it been more bearish on Tesla? Certainly got beaten up on the stock, but notice Elon Musk continues to keep shifting the goalpost. No Cybertruck is not street legal. What an idiot. Who listens to these idiots? Tesla to transfer customer data to China from US? What's that about? That's a Shanghai newspaper? Sure, Firefox has translate, don't you? Don't you, Firefox? Or do I probably have to plug something in? Huh. He jumped out of Peloton. Just off of that one thing? Wow. That seems a little bit quick, Ellie. And do what feels comfortable for you, but it seems a little bit quick off of a moving average extension, I guess. Extension? I'm not sure if that's the right way to put that, but I guess if you're happy with where they are, that's fine. I mean, I kind of view it as one part to a much larger picture. Too late. Yeah, team looks really good. It looked Team looks really good. I should have got in yesterday a little bit lower, but maybe we'll get a pull back in it or something. I don't know. RH up 4% is, um, I guess it looks like it has had a couple of good days, but maybe the rest of the market isn't running as hard as it was. All right, 0.64 for the Nasdaq. Looks like we're trying to get back up towards that high print. We'll see how that goes. Genus up a bunch now. 17% looks like they just exploded out. Tilray. Oh, how you doing, Tilray? You got a nice little declining trend line on you. Oh, that's interesting. 32%. One, two, three, four, five. Looks like going to be a what for battery day? September 2040. Yeah, that's a little slow for Elon. I think the dude's just really focused on SpaceX. I mean, unless things really pushed him back with coronavirus. I mean, seemed like they were ready to go in March, and then coronavirus hit, and then it was April, then it was May. I don't think they even mentioned June. Now it's just September. So, but Tilray, nice expansion out of these lows right here. This one isn't too bad at all. I think this could be a great volume. Yeah, AMD is getting a little annoying, down 1.2% now. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little annoying. I agree with you on that one. All right, Tilray rallying for it right now after look it came back down to the breakout point actually from our little cup and handle, so that's actually not bad. I mentioned not to get too scared, man. You got scared really quickly on that one. All right, come on. Got to see a window. Definitely an interesting candle so far on Beyond Meat. Great move up right there. Peloton spot RH, D-Dog pays, moved down a little bit lower. Tilray moving in the opposite direction. That's going to imply some MJ stocks. Okay. MJ's getting going a little bit too. ACB. Ooh, ACB launching up today. That's actually a pretty nice pattern on Aurora. ACB, huh? What are you doing down here? Looks like ACB does have some 2022 calls. That does not seem normal. Hold on a second here. Yeah, see, they've got a different breed of what are these ones? That's really weird right there. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between those. All right, Aurora. A couple of good options here. No pun intended. For July 2022. I think maybe it's going to get back up to the 60 level in a while. Yeah, this yeah, raising some cash and running for the hills is a little bit different. I mean, I don't want to. We saw the 2000 bubble go to 50 something percent. It's a slight difference today, obviously, but could be something similar. You never know. All right, Tesla back up positive. Yeah, where is AMD? Speaking of which, back down right there towards the lows. Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind. Probably wouldn't mind just exiting half, if not most of my AMD position. My options are wasting away here a little bit. There. I've been avoiding selling down here in these bottoms because it always bounces right back. So right now we're at the 20 day, the 50 day is actually up here. Every time we get down here, we just get supported and hold it up. Moving averages, but damned, it's a price level thing at this stage. 53.65. That may be the cutting point. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's trash day today. All right, market 0.45%, pulling back a little bit. Tilray pulling down a little bit. Never pulled any triggers. Still just kind of watching and analyzing. Restoration Hardware. That one's trying to get right back into new highs. Okay, same with MJ up here. D-Dog, mentioned them already. And a bunch of guys in the middle. Oh, Tesla's actually up a little bit. Yeah, I don't man, these news really just Tesla analysts estimate 650,000 Cybertruck pre-orders. That's a lot. I wanted to read this. Tesla to transfer customer data to China from US. I don't know what that means. Model Y 7-seater probably arrive in Q4. We're gonna have Battery Day in September on in I'm not sure if it was Investor Day or if it was normal earnings day. No one knows what it's worth. It's awesome. Tesla releases new solar panel. Missed that one. Yeah, right, Ellie. You don't want to be the first one to buy a $75,000 brand new product. Yeah, exactly. You wanna wait about a year, let all the kinks get worked out. But I will have to say though, if you look at how they've been managing their business generally, um, they don't have a tremendous amount of issues going, with new models. The Model Y is arguably much better produced and higher quality than the Model 3. So I think that's pretty impressive. So hopefully by the time they get around to the Cybertruck, um, it's just minor changes. But yeah, you still don't want to buy the first one. I definitely agree with you on that. There we go. Battery Day moved to September. Oh, and the shareholders meeting. Gotcha. That's what it was. The shareholders meeting and Battery Day to September at its Fremont factory. Tour of the cell production system. That's cool. Oh, they had it as July 7th. Or is converging in time. Okay. Yeah, so that's Battery Day. We're gonna have Battery Day finally in the future. High market kicking back up 0.63% for the Nasdaq. Peloton fairly stable. Tilray still not doing too bad up there. AMD bouncing back up. Yep, a little bit. See, every time I think about selling, I just wait a little bit. Then it bounces back up. I already bounced back up by 20 bucks. That's significantly. That's significant. Net, UAL, IVR, all down here at the lows today. How's net doing? Not too bad. Still holding up. Can't be too mad at net. Soxel, Restoration Hardware pays. Peloton. Nasdaq. Are you up at the highs yet? 189.204. Getting up there. You got to have net too. Yeah, I think those runs are probably going to. I don't know what's going to take the market down. It's so hard to know. It's so hard to know until I see something, I just kind of you have to stay with it in my opinion. I mean, there's been so many naysayers about the market all the way up. And like I said, I wasn't trying to be a naysayer. It's just something I noticed in the charts as I was going through indexes. But I mean, the Nasdaq is the leader of the market here. I wonder if the S&P has a similar. Let's look at the SPY actually. I wonder. Where's it at? Yeah, that's what we used. I wonder if the SPY. So how much cash do you have now, percentage-wise, Ellie? Oh, okay, 10 to 20% up. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe reload into some of those teams and stuff like that. 35%. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's look at the SPY. Whoops. Yeah, see, the SPY is barely above. So let's. Okay. Yeah, see here. Oh, the SPY goes all the way back. See, the Nasdaq in the bubble. I mean, you could argue we're in another tech bubble. I mean, for sure. But here with the SPY, this goes back to 98. Let's see here. We got see that indicator would be really helpful right now, so I don't have to do this. I can just look at the damn indicator. You got 14% there. That's definitely not near as high. 14% there. 8%. That's not near as much. 10%. That doesn't. 13, 14% there. 11%, and today we're not even close. So the SPY is manageable from that perspective. It's just the Nasdaq, which has Apple, Amazon, all these, and then all the other high flyers too, is the SPY. So yeah, that's got a different feel to it. But again, I think the Nasdaq's a little different. Everything is in the Nasdaq. Everything that means anything right now is in the Nasdaq, so it's getting more heated. And that's where they're putting all their investment dollars, which is likely, was that 7% for Link? Oh wow. Nice. That's a big move up for Link. Noted it was bullish, but damn, 7% when everything else was essentially flat. And XMR a little bit froggy here too. Cool. Muy bueno for Link. All right, Nasdaq 0.79, knocking on the door of that prior high, which was today. Peloton still looking good. Pay is looking good. AMD bouncing back at all? Oh, there it is. 0.89. Gonna bounce back a little bit more. Tesla, Soxol, RH. Tilray. How you doing, Tilray? Pulling in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Where's our buddy Team? Do I not have it highlighted up here? There's Trade Desk. It's doing good. How's Atlassian doing? Not bad. Was yesterday a pocket pivot? It looks like it was a pocket pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So definitely a pocket pivot. Yesterday, a 5-day pocket pivot down here at the low. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, Team looking super good right now. I'm assuming this would be some type of a base. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate these unclear base counts. How's this one? Okay, so that would be your handle start. That would be your breakout. Um, so that would be a base on base pattern is what that would be. So there's your base, there's your breakout, and then it bases again, does not undercut the prior low. And then you go on, there's no handle. Well, I guess this could be considered your handle. And then you're up 28%. So this could be considered another base. Of course, it definitely probably would be considered a late stage base. Not quite a cup and handle right there. 20% down, so that would have to be a cup base. And then 2, 3, double base is one base. And this would be a fourth stage base. Likely, there's no base here to undercut, so I don't think that's a factor. This could be a flat base. These are always hard to ascertain in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. No, move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a base here. And we don't undercut there. So it looks like it's just a continuation of a base. Yeah, it looks very, very solid. Very solid. I mean, the time frame you can see is a little bit tricky to get your hands around, but all right, Nasdaq, are we up? We're right up there towards that 205 or at 202. Knocking on 203, but we're going the other way. We'll see. 203. Do I hear 204? I don't know. We'll see what pops up. I'm not going to watch it. So net moved down to lower. UAL, IVR. Peloton still holding up really good. All right, so just waiting to see if they're going to stall out the market or not. What do you think about spot trying to draw a vertical line? Well, I'm hoping Peloton's going to repeat the spot run. That's kind of what you hope. Yeah, I mean, it's great price action. I can't argue with any of it. It's really good. I'm kind of annoyed I didn't get involved the other day. I did buy Peloton, but I didn't buy Spot, so I'm hoping Peloton repeats it. Um, no, I think it's fine. I think it's great. Yeah, Peloton, very similar. Whoops, that was awkward. Kind of a similar structure, but a different move up. This one looks like it's forming a general curl, but it's at least finally moving in the right direction. I'm not sure it's gonna. I mean, they're completely different industries, Spotify and Peloton. So it's hard to say one way or the other. But yeah, I think Spotify is great. Definitely is too extended to get involved in my opinion right now. Tesla up there, and then there's Net, another one of those with a similar type of move that did work out really well. And this one we're consolidating too. A little bit of stalling up here, obviously, but look at me do nothing while I look bullish. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to pick. Timing is the hardest part to the markets, guys. It's absolutely the hardest part of the market. AMD. I mean, it's not dead. My position's out till January, so I'm trying not to count it out. But I am slowly losing. I mean, I could. I don't. There's no way I could probably offset it, but yeah. Match win. We're not looking super healthy right there. Continuing to move lower. All right, Soxel pays. And then Peloton. Tilray coming back. Spot, D-Dog, Anik. Ring's trying to pop out of a consolidation trying to thing. This guy trying to break up too. Ring has been kind of on a really nice run. That's moving up here too. Tesla's trying to go 1.53. It's not return. Well, it's already broken out. It's just gonna. I mean, it'll just continue its walk up. I forget. I forget what ring is. There's two rings. There's RING and there's RNG, and one's like ringcentral.com. Okay, RNG is ringcentral.com. I'm not sure what this ring is. Let's look. Um, oh, the gold miners. Really? Wow. It's a gold miners ETF. I had no idea. Apparently it's gold miners. What's GLD doing? Up. So I had no idea it was gold miners ETF. Oh, you did get in GLD? That's good. Yeah, I mean, GLD broke out the other day, or started to break out the other day. Looks like it broke out yesterday. Put in a doji, which is kind of odd right there. But getting a little bit up today, not too bad. Soxel's back. Soxel looking really good here, consolidating under the 200 daily moving average. Volume generally declining. That's going to be good for a move at some stage, likely. D-Dog, 4% now, extending up. And Trade Desk can't be too far behind. These guys just walk, walk, walk. D-Dog getting close to that 100 mark at 92. We'll see if that presents a problem or not. Nvidia. Yeah, they're already kind of moving out, aren't they? On Nvidia, let's look. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Maybe down here you could have argued. Still doesn't quite look like it. I don't really see an ascending base. In stocks, it's really good to spot things on the weekly. Yeah, weekly. That's what I'm saying. Is it's easier to spot them on the weekly because there's less noise. We can try the daily though, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. Right there, maybe, and then right there, and then a breakup. Actually, not the worst interpretation of an ascending base I've seen. Yeah, if this is the case, it's far out from its breakout point then. You're up 17.5%. Could argue this is also a double bottom base with a breakout point right there on that candle with elevated volume. Second from the worst. I don't know how many levels there are from the worst, Ellie. I'm not sure. If there's 2 levels, then no. Some kind of a mark. Well, I mean, the only flaw really in this one is this one red candle. That would be the only flaw, in my opinion. That'd be the only flaw in this, in calling this a small. This would be a smaller ascending base for sure. But yeah, there's definitely 3 types of consolidations. But generally they don't like it to undercut the prior base high. So the fact this blue line in theory, should be like that. But I mean, it's just one flaw. Yeah, I'm not sure if it has to be shown on a weekly. I think an ascending base is a 7-week base. So loosely meets that criteria. Yeah. I mean, it could be, but it's history at this stage of the game. Yeah, but still is working really well, Nvidia, absolutely. All right, Peloton gained a little bit of luster back. Yes, it did. Spot still non-stop, taking over the podcast world, apparently. Win, Match.com up, AMD trying to get its mojo back. Net still chopping out up here a little bit. And that's not net. That's net. There we go. Net's still trying to form its base up here. Not bad. UAL, unable to get some stuff going. Looks like probably still going to keep moving down. We'll see. Let's go to global watch list for a bit. Then I'm going to bail, guys, unless you guys have any super pertinent questions. All right, Hexo up here. Tilray pays. Oh, we did break out into a new high on the Nasdaq. Hi, James. ACB, we looked at them already. Tilray. Funko, a toy company. Hey, James, Ellie says hi.
Hi.
Do you remember him when he was here? You don't? Really? That was like not too long ago.
Oh, no,
Sorry, Ellie. He doesn't remember you.
I don't
Huh? What?
remember that.
You do? Okay. Because what?
Because you said he came to our house. I thought you were talking about the person that we had to drive to his house.
Oh, no, Ellie came to our house. He had a big old beard, remember? Mm-hmm. All right, he does remember you. He thought we went to your house. So you did make an impression. There you go. Lumber liquidators. Wow. Not looking too bad. DBX, that Dropbox. Oh wow. That's I don't think that's quite a cup and handle base, but it kind of looks like one. Doesn't have the uptrend though, so I think this is Dropbox. Yeah, this is not bad. Is this Dropbox? Yeah, it is Dropbox. Oh. Yeah, that's actually not bad. It looks like it's trying to squeeze up today a little bit. We don't have a ton of volume in it. Um, yeah, where could that thing go? What's your 20% move up from here? 28.73. Yeah, when could that get up? That's 928. Yeah, that's not very good. All right, Nasdaq 0.91%. Breaking those prior highs. We're making new highs. It is what it is, guys. Yeah, making new highs on the Nasdaq. Tesla 133. Let's get Dropbox on the actionable list. Good call there, Mihail. Very nice. Or is it? It's only up 1% today. Okay. Stalling a little bit up here. Well, let's see if we break out. It's probably going to be worth something. Mihail. It's Mihail. I got to pronounce everyone's name right? Damn it. Oh, there's Spot. I thought I highlighted it. I didn't. I thought Mihail was good. I thought that was Mihh Mihail. Mihail. No? I American English. I don't like world English. I think I asked Mihail a long time ago. That could be true. I do live in Arizona, so there could be a bias to me reading like it's Mexican. Absolutely. I can't be fluent in every language. I can barely be fluent in one language. Obviously. How do I read EEL as L? Well, how is this supposed to be pronounced? Eel? Miheel? Hold on, what was it? What was your pronunciation? Where is it at? Uh, Mihail? Mihail? Is that what you... That's a lot of work on my throat. Mihail. Is that it? Mihail? I guess I'll ask you because it's your name. Me. Makes you stick my jaw out. Me. Yeah, I guess I don't have to. I won't remember that. Be fluent in what? First names? Be fluent in first names. Every first name? Oh gosh. I'm struggling enough just to stay up with the charts. You do have a point there, Ellie. You do have a point there. Yeah, but my point was that was my point. My point was that anyway. All right, so we're pushing up on the Nasdaq. That's a good sign. Everything else just kind of working. Yeah. Everything else just kind of working. Not too bad here. Let's check out the beaten down ones. I'm going to bounce. I got to take trash out and stuff. IVR, not looking good. GNC, Beyond Meat. Yeah, that doesn't look good on the daily. UAL, INSG, Micron, NIO. Nothing too bad. I want to look at net. That's doing good. AMD back to flat. Really gets supported right there often. Every day so far. We'll see if we get a nice bounce up at some stage. All right, Tesla making gains in the account. There we go. Doesn't help AMD bouncing back too. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good one. Stay safe. Nasdaq still charging into new highs, so I don't see too much headway generally, almost on anything that we follow. So it's just going to be what it's going to be. And looks like Peloton starting its hopefully big run. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Bye.